Kingdom of Kings and Queen podcast. I am the poet who didn't know it.
I am Young King.
And I miss me.
Hey, yo, dig it. Today we want to talk to y'all about friendship versus family. I know from a personal experience, I have friends that I'm closer to than some family.
Shit.
And I think that that's an interesting topic because some people, one of that cousin that you might not be vibing with, they might be vibing with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But because you're not digging the energy that they giving, you kind of shy away. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just wanted to get y'all thoughts on that.
Well, I agree with your perspective on it because to me, you lose. To me, family is a big thing. So to me, you'll become more so just relatives and not family. Just to try to differentiate the two. And as far as a friend, you would just be an associate versus being a friend. Because it's just like being like your relationship with your man or my woman or your woman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's when the scales are uneven, or you doing something shocking to me, now we got a problem.
Right.
And in all of those two categories, whether it be family or friends, you have that where you feel like you slighted, where you'll just I'm gonna slide away. Some people do, and some people just they're my family, so I got to deal with it. But
yeah.
I'm a man on my own too that feel like I love you from afar. Cause I always love you because you're a part of who I am today, where I'm standing at,
Right.
living and breathing for family and friends, because they all play a part in your life, in some aspect.
But you choose your friends. You don't choose your family. And your family, like that's a different kind of love to me. So I thought about this today when thinking about your question. When I think about my parents, I love them, but I thought about why do I love them?
You don't. If, in my opinion, if you can thoroughly explain why you love someone or something, you really don't love them. You just love what they're providing for
No.
you.
Well,
So what I'm saying is, if that love that we have for parents is unknown, you can't understand that.
I understand it, and to me it's simple. They gave me life, and you can't top that. Nobody.
Right? Can't nobody top that.
Can't nobody top that. So, to me, I think a lot of times different things come into play in having family and your parents, because if you had parents that were by your side, maybe not. Well, I know maybe not perfect and flawed just like the rest
Right.
of us. And as
We
we
all
got
know.
older, we were able to remember some of
Understand.
those different things.
Right.
That's why you
That's
did
why I
that
did
crazy.
it,
You know what I mean? I was thinking one way,
But
still messed up, but I understand
understand now. Yeah.
type
I
deal.
I see the politics in it.
Right. So I don't know. It's just it's a touchy thing because you'll have. I don't know. Then too, the family is a wonderful thing because y'all can, even though I might not talk to you, ain't nobody about to mess with you.
Exactly.
You feel me? So
Right. Off the
So do
muscle.
you think that's because it's you feel like that's your obligation, your responsibility? Like that's what you're supposed to do as a family? Or you do that because you
with certain things is just like Poet said, the vibe and the way you move, and I don't move like that. So I'm gonna just distance myself from it. So it's no love lost or I'm mad at you or anything like that. It's just the way that you're moving, I don't agree with it. And by me not agreeing with it, I'm just not wanting to really fake the funk with somebody. So
Right. I'm gonna remove myself
a
from
lot
that
of people,
situation, period.
you can see the authenticity in myself by that. Whether it's mama, I only one getting a pass at grandma, and I ain't got but one left now. So that's the only one get a pass with. She be dead wrong, but now as a grown man, like we have to stand on the truth and not this your truth stuff. Not to get on another subject, but we have to stand on the truth. Cause when we get into our truths, I'm gonna always be right. You gonna always be right. You gonna always be right. You gonna always be right.
No. Not if you are
In
a
your-
honest individual.
I ain't talking about that.
Right? It's like you telling
I'm
yours.
I'm
Yeah,
just
you
saying,
telling
I
yours.
get that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you're an honest individual, you gonna be honest enough with yourself to say you right, bro.
Right.
I messed that up.
But we all know that that's not how it goes, and then that's how we end up severing ties with family and friends because
Right.
people aren't being honest.
Yeah,
They're telling their
yeah,
truth.
That is true.
Your truth is biased. A person will tell. It's just like we all know family and friends that telling people or we're around them and they saying, "Oh, I do this and I live like this," but we know for a fact that
They
they're
don't.
not doing
Right.
those things.
Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, it's like I'm not gonna call you out on that. Cause that ain't my
I'm living
place.
to it.
I'm
Exactly.
living my life.
Hey, there you go.
So-
So do what you do, man.
Would you
Like-
call out a friend for doing that?
Nope.
It
I ain't calling out nobody.
I'm a
hey, bro, whatever
it-
whatever you feel is good for you, hey, have at it, my guy.
but that's your perspective. So if you're my friend, you wouldn't want me to just do no anything.
Because me and you gonna have these conversations like we have right now. You gonna know that, bro. I'm straightforward. Whatever I tell you I do, that's what I'm going to do. If I tell you I'm not gonna do
So I
something,
get that.
but
But
so
I'm
I'm
saying
telling
as a
you, this is
friend-
the type of guy I am. We friends. This is the type of guy I am. If you're not that same type of guy, then you might not want to go hanging out with poet. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody ain't the same type of everybody.
No,
ain't-
what I mean by
everybody-
that type of guy, meaning if you got a hidden agenda, you like to be sneaky and do stuff, I might not be the guy that you want to go fuck with because you know what I'm saying?
But that
I'm gonna be me and I'm gonna say whatever I'm gonna say no matter where I'm at. You know what I mean? That way I ain't got to worry about trying to, like my baby to use her word today, trying to train my vernacular. You know what I mean?
you gotta get the mask together.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I
I don't
get the
Right,
mask
you gotta
together.
I gotta get all these masks together so I
Gotta
can
talk
change
like this with
faces.
them over here.
Right.
Gotta be able to talk like this with them over here.
I mean, you do have to be able to do that to live in today's society. However, I'm just gonna be me, man. And if I see I go in a situation and I know me
I get
will
that,
not
but that's
fit
your
that
perspective
situation,
on it.
me
Like
just
everything
gonna
is
shut my
just-
mouth. You know what I mean? That's
I-
what me gonna do. Cause me know that
Okay,
I
so
don't-
if
my
your
energy ain't gonna
son,
fit right
so if your son is about to do something that he shouldn't be doing, you know it's gonna cause him some type of strife. You're not gonna say nothing.
yes, I'm gonna say, hey, bro.
All right then. So
Hey,
as
bro.
your, check me out. Somebody that's your friend that's about to do something silly. You just shit, bro, whatever. Man, live your life, my dog. Whatever you want to do.
So that's how you gonna do it.
Man.
So you would consider that friendship.
No, there ain't no friendship. But what I'm
But that's
saying
what you're
is,
saying you gonna
no,
do.
what I'm saying, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we're gonna have a
You just
conversation
said
up front. We're gonna have a conversation up front. And I'm gonna tell you what type of guy I am, and you're gonna tell me what type of guy you are. And if we don't dread jail like that, I know you ain't finna go and do nothing stupid like that. You dig what I'm saying?
Everybody
We
have a
all
moment where
make,
you
we all
right.
do some.
No,
You
man.
get yourself into yes.
No.
You said in the episode
Yeah.
that sometimes your wife will have to tell you like, "Hey man, you sit your ass down,"
Hey,
and then you
she
said
did.
yourself that.
She did.
It like-
But so
Yeah.
I was being me, and she saw that environment at that time wasn't conducive.
That's the same thing a
Vernacular,
friend
baby.
would do.
Conducive.
That's the same thing a
To-
friend would do.
And pull you back in when you about to do
Right.
something crazy. So that's what he's saying.
Right, and I'm saying I'm agreeing with you, but I'm just saying
You're
Come
not.
on, Val, do
You
it.
just said if it's whatever you want to do, man.
it is. It is whatever you want to do. It is. However, if you do that and you know that I don't vibe like that, I'm gonna separate from you. That's what I'm saying.
I get what you. It's just like if I start doing some type of
You gonna-
hard drug
Hey,
and you
no.
don't do that,
Hey, no,
and you
bro.
you're not gonna.
No, hey, cuz, hey, what's wrong, man? I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you to try
Okay,
and see
now
what's
you say
going
you talk
on. You
to
dig
me.
what I'm saying? You fam. You know what I'm saying? You family. So
Right,
I'm
but
gonna
I'm
talk to
saying-
you. Hey, bro. Hey, man. If you my homie, my ace boom coon.
Right.
Hey, bro.
Okay.
Hey, bro.
I'm
hey,
just
look,
trying to
you
see.
know what I'm saying?
We there now.
Yeah, we all there. But what I'm saying is, if you want to continue
Right.
doing
You didn't say that at
after
first
I
though.
don't have no,
You
I
didn't
left
say
that
at
part
first.
out.
Yeah,
I left
so
that part out.
So now,
But
so,
if
so
you
now we
continue,
here. So
if
now
you
we
want to
here.
continue that path in life, then that's
Of
where we
course.
part.
Of course, I'm not gonna enable
But no,
you.
you
to
what
do-
I'm getting at too is, you know how some people like, man, you gotta keep talking to them. You gotta
Oh no,
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not that ride or die friend. Like if you doing Well, we can get up out of, like, if we in the jam, we can get up out the jam, but I'm gonna give it to you when we
Get free. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you. For
Yeah,
real.
already.
And like you, to follow your point, if you continue that same stuff, then we can't deal no more.
Right.
And then there ain't no love. Like, I speak to you as far as our hanging and whatever you got going on, it might
We
cause some type of strife for me, and I'm not doing that. So we
Right.
have to distance ourselves. I still love you, but you know, you live your life and I gotta live mine.
Yeah. We
And the same thing with family. Like that's what I went off on a tangent, but you don't lose no love. You just I deal with you from afar. You know, when the family get together, it's all love. Too.
Yeah,
We all
that's
finna go
right.
kick it or go to whoever auntie house or whatever, and they gonna be like that. But you know, I don't have to deal with you every day in order to be family. It don't mean I love you no less because I don't talk to you every day or
Right.
I don't come around all the time. I still don't want to see no harm come to you, and I ain't gonna let nobody harm me if I'm around. You know, so
But
but
it's still important.
people
It's
feel like
still
they're obligated
important.
to.
And whether it's family or friend, that you every now and then just either stop by or pick up a phone or send a text.
Oh yeah,
Right,
Most
right.
definitely.
You make some type of connection
Mhm.
to let that per individual know that this pipeline is still pumping and I still love you. You know what I mean? It's important that you do that, but you have some that
But
they are.
I think people get busy.
But I'm saying, if you don't do that, does that mean you love them any less?
No, it doesn't mean you love them no less, but how good does it feel? When I was gone in the military gone, and I hit you up out the blue. Felt good, right?
Yeah.
I talked to Big Cub.
Yeah.
It felt good to me to talk to Little Cub.
Right.
Yeah, I'm doing it again, my bad.
It's all good. It's
I
all
can't
good.
help it, man.
I'm not tripping about it. You know what called it out.
I did. So,
But yes, we are related.
that's right.
my big cousin.
That's right. Little Cubs. Yeah. But I mean, it felt good. It just felt good to have
It
that
does.
connection. You know
It
what I'm
does.
saying? To let them know, yo, I'm
You
alive and
right.
I'm well.
Because I
So-
can remember when being little and somebody called my grandma when I had both of them, and they're like, oh, you know, light up. Like,
Exactly.
oh,
You
how
brought life
doing?
back. You brought that connection
Yeah.
back because
You-
that
yeah.
phone call sent you way back to whatever year and time it was you connected with them. It took you all the way back to that moment, and that burst of energy came out of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I agree with your premise on friendship
Well, explain
and
it,
family.
please.
I'm just saying, I just don't. I can have a cousin call me today and be like, oh, hey, how you doing? Okay, blah, and hang up and not even think nothing else and keep going about my day.
So,
So I can remember somebody saying something about, do men have feelings? I can remember something along those lines,
we talked about
but-
discussing that.
and it sounded to me like Miss Me ain't got no.
No, it's not. It's not that I
There's
was
an
having
ice box with her heart
What?
used to be.
No, it's just. I
That's
just.
cold right there.
It's not. How
Polar
is
bear,
that cold?
polar bear toenail.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
How is it cold?
Come on, man, it's your
I'm
friend.
saying your
They
family
reached
call
out
you
on
and
you.
you
Y'all
like,
see,
oh,
y'all
yeah,
let me
whatever.
explain earlier when y'all when I was talking about why you love your family. You only love them because
I'm sorry.
that's what you're supposed to do. You're groomed to love your family, but and you choose your friends and you love your friends because of what you get from them. You know what I mean? Like it's your mama's responsibility to take care of you, to feed you, clothe you, put a roof over your head. It was her choice. She had to give birth to you, but she chose to give birth to you and bring you into this world. Other than that, when she brought you into this world, all the rest of the stuff was her responsibility to do. When you talk about friends, they're choosing every day to call you, hang out with you, or do stuff for you by choice. They don't have to. So I think I have a deeper connection with my friends. I'm not saying I don't love my family any less, but I feel deeper for my friends than I do because it's more genuine. It's something that I've worked for, something that I've gained, something that I had a choice in. Versus, I was born into this family. We don't call each other. We don't talk. We're not very close. We're small, but we're not very close. I'm closer to my friends than I am to even I live 2 doors down from my brother, and I see my friends more than I see him. We're just not, it's just one of those things, and it's no big deal. Like we don't.
Love
Nobody-
each other no less. Y'all
Right,
love
right.
each other the same. Just
Right.
hey, you doing your thing and he doing his thing.
That's it. So if my cousin called, like I have cousins, if she called and
Makes sense.
Right.
and say, hey,
It
girl,
does,
it won't mean as much to me as if my old friend from high school called and said, hey, girl, how you been? I
Right.
go, oh, girl, how you
And
blah,
then-
blah, 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 blah.
that took you back to that connection, back to when y'all was in high school. So that
Right.
energy that you
Right.
had in that connection
But all
came
dynamics
back.
are different in families.
Yeah.
In our relationship, the dynamics are different.
What irritates me the most though is when somebody passed and you had that relative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cried again. Cried in the casket.
He gone.
Ain't
Ain't
never
seen
come
you.
see, come
Ain't
around
never
and
seen
nothing.
you, ain't
Right.
never talked to you,
Ain't
just
smelt your nothing.
nothing.
Don't
Ain't
know-
smelt your
Yeah.
nothing.
Yep.
The
Had to
main
look,
one
hey, look,
coming
had to
out.
look twice in the casket to
Gotta
make
speak
sure.
it low. It's okay. You go see.
You going on. You
Thank
know,
you.
I'm still trying to figure out where I
Still
know
don't
this
fall
nigga
in
from.
line.
I'm still trying to figure out where I know this nigga from. Y'all go ahead on around me. I'm standing to the side. The rest of y'all come on up here. I'm figuring this shit out in a minute. I know
That's
this-
your uncle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
I'll tell you quick. I don't.
Boy, man, golly, boy, I was just thinking about you yesterday.
But we rough, boy. But we rough, boy.
Man, tough on each
But that's the
other.
only time. That's about the only time you come together with folks. Your extended family, anyway, is when
Right.
somebody passed.
Exactly.
It is. It is.
There aren't
it
many
is
families
sad.
having family reunions
No.
Yeah, 'cause our name just went to one
Big-
Rogers and Bayama.
anymore.
And that's. Bro, we used to go everywhere. It was man, we used to be everywhere. And it's crazy because the ones that were pushing that, they're getting older and of course dying. And the younger ones, we just,
Doing our own
you know what I
thing.
mean?
Yeah.
And
Have
some of
y'all
those,
been-
and some of us are passing away and stuff like that because we're getting older.
Right.
We should be keeping
Bonding.
these lifelines going so that you know the next generation is able to keep in touch with one another. You never know where you may be, or and
Exactly.
just period point blank, just keeping in contact
Yep.
with your family.
Well, not only
Shout
that,
out to
you
our
have-
family in Cincinnati, man.
Already.
Shout out.
When you have a big family and you
Palm
don't
Beach.
know one another, and this is on my children's father's side, they have a large family, and some of them dated and had kids, and even though they were related. But that's from not knowing who your family is.
It is. It is.
You know.
I'm privileged to know one side of my family. That's one side is gonna be, if you got that last name, then I know we related because it was made up. So that side of my family, we have had our identity since, you know what I mean?
Inception.
And since we've been out of slavery or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that I find empowering
Okay, cool.
about my family.
All right.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think about choosing between if you had an obligation with your family that you made, your wife and your kids, or your family that you were born into?
Oh, you're responsible for what you create.
So you would
but
go
to
with your
me,
family
I'm
first.
going with
that
my
goes
family.
into-
Exactly. That, I mean, no matter how you look at it, this is something that you started. You brought somebody. Your parents brought you into the world.
Mm-hmm.
You went out there and got with somebody else and brought somebody else into the world. Now you are responsible for that life. It's not just the mom.
Mm-hmm.
Dad is supposed to be there as well.
But we got to talk about maturity first.
Exactly. That's the
Because-
problem because a lot of us don't mature as fast as women. And
Right.
then by the time we slow down,
Mature.
by the time we slow
Yeah.
down,
But it's-
y'all mad as hell and y'all wide open now. You know what I'm saying? It's like a reverse throttle. Women in their 40s are like men in their 20s.
I disagree, but okay. Go ahead with your opinion.
Oh, nah, I just. Oh no, I lost my train of thought, so you go ahead.
Okay, so my next question is, y'all remember that it's been about a year or two ago when they had the thing on Instagram and Facebook about the wife and the mother, who the man has been gone, who does he hug first, his
I
daughter,
saw
wife,
that.
or the mother?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think?
Well, speaking from experience, it was always my kids first because they ran up to me.
Okay. What if they didn't run it? What if they're standing in line, just waiting on you to?
Then I'm gonna hug them how they lined up.
I can see myself
You know what
doing
I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah,
Okay,
I love
so-
all y'all. Y'all know.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
to see you.
Okay. All right. So if you had to choose between, is it?
It depends on those individual mindset. Like
Mhm.
if somebody would feel like they were in competition with the rest of them, because if we're family and we all love one another, it wouldn't matter who got hugged first or
Right.
second. We getting love.
Exactly.
But that's what we so twisted it in the head because we in competition within the family.
True.
We fighting against each other for what reason we don't know. We come together at certain times and it's just as blissful as it can be, and then at other times it's just like two negatives or two positives together, and it just
Pushing each other away.
right,
Yeah.
and it doesn't make sense. We need to get away from that, and like I said, we got to get away from this your truth stuff and take more accountability for self first before we start looking at what somebody else did. Not to say somebody didn't do something wrong to you. It's just like if somebody wronged me, I could say, well, maybe I shouldn't have loaned them that. Not that I couldn't afford to do it, but maybe I shouldn't have done it when I know they were kind of shaky anyway. So
Right.
that's my part.
Right. That I gotta
And
take
losing
ownership of
not.
that. Right. That's my loss.
Right.
That's my lesson.
That's
Ain't no
my-
loss.
right.
That's my lesson.
Right.
I ain't lost.
If you don't repeat it.
I ain't lost nothing. That's my
Right.
lesson.
Check. So
Well, I would say I would want. I would want the first hug, but I would want him to first. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, that's how most women are, and that's
Is
how
it-
most women are.
let me ask
Can I
you something.
finish?
Yeah, finish it, please.
Let me ask you,
Please.
what's in getting the hug first? What that mean?
Because you miss me.
I miss all y'all. You know what I'm saying?
But
So what does that mean for the rest of them though?
There-
Go ahead with
he
your point, cause
He
you about
miss me
to.
more. He miss me more.
right. Like I'm important. I hold a place
Right.
of being last. Like don't hug our daughter first. Don't hug your mama first.
Oh my
But
goodness.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with getting.
No,
that
you're
first
not.
hug.
You just said you
Don't
want.
hug your mama first. Don't hug your man.
Oh my
I said
goodness.
y'all let me finish.
I'm
I
sorry.
did.
You're right. I
Okay.
apologize.
Okay.
I apologize.
I said I would like the first hug,
Check.
Oh,
right?
okay.
That's
But
right.
I'm okay with getting the first glance and you hug your mama, then
Oh,
your daughter,
okay.
and then hug
Okay,
me.
so I got it. Soon as you
Yes.
come out, so like, okay, you coming into Hartsfield, Atlanta,
Okay.
and you coming
okay.
up the escalator. You know what I'm
They
saying?
standing right there.
And they all
And then
standing right
when
there. Everybody
eyes
standing right
wide,
there in the
okay,
front.
I'm
When
And you right here. As soon as he
Yeah.
come on this escalator, he supposed to automatically do this.
Yes.
And
And then the violin
Well, I
gets
ain't gonna do
playing.
all that.
he
but-
just gotta look at you and
The violin.
he's
start
walking this
playing.
way, but he looking at you and he walking into everything. Everything.
I got that first glance.
I
Okay.
can dig that though. That's
I'm
it's
okay with that.
like you said, a connection.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you
Okay,
can
so,
touch.
but
'cause
what
you can
if-
touch without actually touching.
What if he don't see y'all and baby girl yell out, Daddy, and you know what I'm saying? Ben,
Okay,
he gonna
I'm
go,
watching
he gonna
him,
go
so I
where
know. So if I'm watching him,
you
and
gonna
I'm
go
watching
where
him,
you right. So,
So
when
I
She's
she
just saying the first initial eye
but
contact
what I'm saying is, baby girl,
Uh-huh.
call, hey Daddy.
Right.
Daddy hears his voice. He hears baby girl voice.
Okay.
Daddy automatically follows that sound.
Exactly. Yeah.
Locks in on his daughter. Then he got to come to you, right? Cause he locked in on his daughter first, cause he followed the sound.
So I'm okay with that
Okay,
because
okay.
somebody called him and took his attention away.
Okay.
I'm watching him, so I'm seeing
So
him
you
look
see
for
him look.
my
Long
baby-
he, long
look at
he,
my baby girl.
yeah, long he walked in the mud like that.
Yeah, and watching other booties walking around.
Yeah.
And, oh, look at them tits right there. No.
Yeah, oh my God.
Hey,
So I'm okay, and I think most women would say the reason why they say they want that first hug or first contact because they want to know that we're missed, we're loved. Yeah, you miss and love your mama too, but we're the one holding the house together while you're gone.
Go ahead.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
Wouldn't it be the type of hug that, like, I can see if I came up and side hugged you and you like, you know what I mean?
right.
But when I hug, like, you know, I'm gonna hug my mom, give her a little kiss on the cheek, hug my daughter, you know, bring her swing
Man,
around a
I'm
little bit. But I'm gonna squeeze
I'm
you,
a
I kiss you on the
my
neck,
wife,
that type, you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Okay.
We might have a short, passionate kiss right there. So that embrace to me is what
You know what I'm saying?
it's based on. But this is the flip side to. See, you gotta get me on something else. It'll be a whole war going on because I hug somebody else first, and
I don't even know.
I'm sleeping with the enemy.
I don't even know. Oh yeah, you gonna get off the airplane and hug your baby girl first, huh?
It ain't.
Like I got a girlfriend.
See, she gonna go in there and cook you breakfast
Right.
I bet you I don't get up
I don't
so
think
you
it's
do.
that.
I
Can
bet
I
I'm not
ask
saying
you?
you-
Can I ask you your opinion? What do you think? We have another female behind the camera.
Well, I allow my kids to hug him first.
But would you be upset? Like, so do you understand where I'm coming from? Like, as long as he acknowledges you some type of way, you're okay.
I'm okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's something you didn't know, huh? Unless you sleeping with an enemy too.
25 years.
We just want that acknowledgement. That's it. I don't think most of us are talking about we're gonna be mad or we're gonna burn your toast or set your armpits on fire, any of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have that acknowledgement.
Yeah.
I think some men do understand the stuff that goes on at home that go behind keeping a household running.
Oh, I know it ain't no easy task.
So
Oh,
to
man,
be
By far.
put last sometimes, like, God, dog, now you get to come home and
But see, and that's the thing. I was talking to somebody about that. It's like when you
Yeah.
when in the beginning of time. No, we're gonna go over our time.
now
We only got a few minutes left. We
I
got,
know, man, but what I'm saying is, when you first get into that relationship, it's just you two, and you're able to do a whole lot together.
Yeah.
And
Another,
you
that's another tier
yeah.
to the.
you once you add
life.
that other life in, now you got to still continue to do what you were doing, but the load for each of you is gonna get heavier. We all been programmed to think that we supposed to have 100% in a relationship because we're talking about 50-50, 80-20, 70-30 and all that, but
Well, I don't.
we're actually talking about two whole bodies.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that's
one.
100% of me got to come in with your 100%. That's gonna be 200%. That's when you're gonna have that
Maximum output.
exactly and that love. That's when you're gonna be in love when
Evolution
both
in the
of you.
relationship.
Right.
That's where you don't have ultimatum being given to the woman or vice versa. You know, the man give them to the woman give them to the man.
Right.
When you have a mutual understanding and want and work towards maturing the relationship, then it flows differently versus one person want to be on a pedestal while the other and expect for the other one to be okay with and they might be okay with it for a minute, but when there's a time on certain things, and then
Right.
and even with a woman, she'll get tired of a dude doing something for me, and then it's we at odds all the time. So it is a level of understanding has to be had.
So you're saying like with women, when we want to be on a pedestal all 100% of the time,
It go create some friction in the relationship unless the dude is super submissive.
and there are some.
But if he's
Yeah, there
but if he halfway, and that's even with a woman, you get tired. I mean, she gonna start staying, going
Yeah.
out with the homegirls or whatever the
When
case
you
may be.
give a
the
damn,
stuff-
don't give a damn.
Come on with it, but yeah.
So, I think we've held the viewers captive long enough. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's topic. We're going to try and wrap this up with some closing thoughts. I'll reserve mine for last.
Pretty much like you said, to start it off with, family isn't just blood or something that you have to do. It's a vibe. It's a connection that you have with somebody. So a friend could just as easily be family as your actual blood or family. So I say those that you value, keep them close and take care of them, and hopefully they're doing the same thing to nurture that relationship so that you always have that tie with them. So just take care of each other.
Yeah, I think when we're talking about friends and family, and if you ever have to choose between the two, I don't think you should ever feel guilty for doing for those who do for you. If you
Yes.
have a close relationship with your friends and not so much as your family, I don't think anybody can make you or force you to go do for your family first and leave your friend out in the cold. I think you, like he said, you don't have to be blood related to somebody to say your family. It's all about who's putting into you, helping you grow, helping you be a better you, and you reciprocating the same.
Well, y'all summed it up pretty damn much.
You so good.
Ain't nothing else left to say, but
Let men glance at your wives when you come through there.
Hey, y'all got that inside track right here on the Kingdom of Kings and Queens podcast. So if you use it, we need y'all to say, hey, shout out, give us a pound sign, a shout out or something out there in the social world to let us know that y'all following that and y'all using that advice. You dig? Hey, until next week, man, y'all be easy. Peace.
Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoyed what you saw, like, share, comment, and subscribe.